Welcome back to another Tech Days tutorial. Today we're going to start a little series. We're going to start with little things that you can learn to help improve your activities with your students in the classroom. Today we're going to be covering a reading comprehension activity that you can incorporate into your lessons daily or weekly as a quick practice exercise before a lesson independently or at the end for a check for understanding. Come join me. First, let's go over what we're trying to accomplish here. Your goal with this activity is to check to see how well your students are comprehending what they are reading in a fun and engaging way that students can keep on a digital record. The methods that students can use is very similar to that of a close read. It's like a deep dive into a short amount of text on something students care about within their own text. It's like a snapshot of where they are in that moment in time. Students get practice and feedback, and there's also a record of their progress to go back to and grow from. The first thing that you want to do is have your students choose a text that they want to do this activity with. It can be a passage from their favorite book that they're invested in. They can choose a quote, find an article online, in a magazine, or just any text that resonates with them. If you must, you can even have them take a piece of text from something that they're working on in your classroom for one of your lessons. But the more freely they get to choose the text, the better. So let them at least pick their favorite text from a source and not give them the text yourself. Once they have their texts, they use the device that they have handy, such as an iPad, a MacBook, Chromebook, or a phone, and then they take a picture of the text that they're going to use for the activity. If you have SeeSaw, the app has a built-in camera tool that puts the image in there for you. If you're using slides or something similar, you'll have to pull it from a file and insert it into the document yourself. Once it's in there, you can now begin the work itself of doing the reading comprehension. And now that it's in there, you can start marking it up. SeeSaw has built-in text tools and audio tools at your fingertips to annotate and share your thinking. Slides has tools as well to mark it up, but audio tools are a little different. Students can record their audio on a device and then add it to Google Drive, and then from there they can add it into Slides. Marking up the document looks like annotations in the form of explaining different parts of the text and the student's understanding of what different parts of the text mean to them. Or it could be their opinion or what they think of that opinion using textual evidence. Not everything has to be text though. Students can insert audio of them talking. And since you are addressing the comprehension and not the writing here, don't limit to students to just doing that text. There are many mediums out there in life and where people show their comprehension through audio instead of text, and that should be allowed to use as a medium as well. So do not limit this activity to just doing written ideas as well. If a student can get a well-formed thought out with very little text, then this should be acceptable as well. Using art to create a meme that tells the entire idea that you can fully understand deeply can be just as effective as convoluted highbrow text. Keeping text simple, but telling a larger story is just as effective a tool as communicating in that long-form text. If it's well thought out, of course. This shouldn't have to take a long time to do. It's just a snapshot of what's going on in a student's head at the moment. This can be an activity that the students do when they come in, and they can just start doing instead of waiting for you to begin. Come in, sit down, get out their supplies, and begin. They can have 15 minutes or less to get their brains going, or in the class period with a check of understanding of a major part of the text that they found important. Let's take a look at some examples of how you could use this with your students in various capacities. You know what? You are an amazing person that is changing the world with what you do. The new things that you are going out of your way to learn are the things that are going to be really making a difference in your classroom and are going to help these students grow up and enjoy learning. Stay awesome, and thanks for stopping by.